National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up a... Second down.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Got it. Ready? Go, Reed. Go. Ready?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time, but a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. 1st and 10, Willis. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. It wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The strong window's get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Aaron Jones, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The Panthers at 4-5, a game under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 5 now.
Willis
dumps this to his running back, Chubb. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Taking it about the 16. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be Falcon football.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're on a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
They'll go again to Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's been able to get back here to the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
51 yards.
Coup for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Panthers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Willis. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. They find some open field here.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Here we go, here we go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side, there's London. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Escaping the pressure right.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 40 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Hurts. This one swung out here to Jones.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Okay, great.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. It'll be a gain of 5 if they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays because you've drawn up
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Falcons 21, Panthers 7. Young Wei Koo to kick off for the
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This time Willis will throw it. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now this time Willis throwing it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
On 2nd down and 4. Hurts toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther save. Amari Barno, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch in between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
So they converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hey, check that, street.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. That's out to Chubb, complete. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Right there, hurt. 19 Tiger. 19 White.
Willis out of the gun. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So But the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From midfield now on 2nd down.
Willis, that's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Drop 60, drop 60. Mustang 19. Ready, go.
Now Willis on 4th down.
Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And Chubb will try the middle here. And that's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Willis. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Touchdown! Jerry Judy from 6 yards away. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Willis. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They go up the middle with Chubb, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Willis to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here's Willis. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Ready?
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb His second touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Willis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now Willis.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Let's go now.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because